Considering how they made fun of Apple doing it, that would be pretty ballsy of them. And, permission to rant about it below. That might be the only annoying thing about the S21 phones if it comes true. Merry Christmas, everyone! Oh, right, we still have 2 days to go. Excited? Not really? It doesn't matter. Welcome back to Need to Know. I'm Alina, and you can obsess over Christmas or be as much of a Grinch with me. I don't judge. In fact, it's hard to believe, but the more Samsung info I get, the harder it is to hate on the S21, especially the Ultra. And I try, guys. I really try. Remember the Sony video? I did my best to see what worked and didn't with that phone, and I got some pretty heavy comments. It didn't stop me from being critical with tech because, hey, we're all about need to know here, not wish to have. But Samsung is making things hard for me this month. The S21 series are not here yet, but it feels like it. I mean, I've seen so many renders lately, leaks, specs, and even camera teardowns that I feel like the S21 is already old news. But old news is not bad news, guys. The opposite, in fact. Samsung is proving that they still can surprise us, not shock us. No, they've lost that wow factor, but they can still improve their stuff, like with the camera of the S21 Ultra. I do prefer the magic of camera software, the whole we did it with algorithms versus adding lens after lens, but I feel like I could change my mind in the face of the S21 and even the Mi 11 Pro. By the way, did you see the Mi 11 Pro video I did? I'll link it down below, and you'll see why I have my eyes on that one as well. But coming back to the S21, why is it suddenly a great series, especially for someone who is not a ride-or-die fan of Samsung? Well, it's the camera. I mean, since the triple camera, I've had to watch several ugly rear camera designs. The more cameras added, the bulkier the module. Cases had to be redesigned to fit a bumpier camera and most of the time a bigger camera. And yeah, Samsung isn't completely changing that, but they are slimming that space and connecting it to the side of the phone, which, hallelujah, finally, someone's brain cells fired up faster. The overall look is sleeker, just like that. And that's just the S21 and S21 Plus. The Ultra has to cope with 4 cameras, a flash, and laser autofocus. Is it overkill? For most, yeah. But at least they're not just squeezing more of the same lenses in. Cause, here's where Samsung had me. See, they'll be playing with an 108 megapixel wide lens with 12% better light sensitivity and a folded telly that will take over for 10 times zoom. That's impressive because, let's face it, these two are the cameras that really count. Who wants to shrink the distance to their subject on foot when they can do it with a bit of camera magic? And when we're not spying on the neighbor, there's the 12 megapixel ultra wide from Sony this time, not Samsung. And that's for getting everything like Christmas city lights in one photo. And sharing is caring, especially now. I've sent more pics to my folks this year than any other time. Did you? Felt the need for a good camera especially this year? Let me know. But going back to Samsung, another thing that got me smiling was the Stylus Edition. About time, right? Why make another series just to pinpoint the, hey, we let you ride on it too? Combining the Galaxy with the thing that made Note is smart. It's what we needed. These two things already give Samsung a head start, but we know they're not enough. Not to beat Apple's iPhone 12 or Xiaomi's Mi 11 series, there's also a processor to beat. Apple's A14 can't disappoint. Like, honestly. Let me know if you have the iPhone 12 and how it does in terms of performance. The benchmarking tests speak for themselves, but at least think of the fact that you'll get the best on the market for an Android phone, and that's the Qualcomm chip. If Samsung manages to be the first with the chip, I think people will be even more impressed and they could get some nice sales in. But if Xiaomi debuts the chip, well, that's one less way for Samsung to be special. Like I said, I just can't hate the S21. It's got the right camera combo, in the best camera module design, with the most advanced processor for an Android. on the market right now. Add to that the S Pen, at least on the Ultra. Might sell separately though, and you could need a special case to keep the stylus attached to the phone because it won't have a slot like the Note. Can't say I will be too bothered about this. And even if I am, Samsung is taking the Apple route. They're shipping the phones without a charger or earbuds, so what's another accessory missing, like the S Pen? Considering how they made fun of Apple for doing it, that would be pretty ballsy of them. And you know, permission to rant about it below. That might be the only annoying thing about the phones, if it comes true. Other than that, you know the drill. 3 phones, 3 batteries, ranging from 4,000 mAh cell to 5,000, 2 plastic bags, and 1 metal. 4 colors on the S21 and S21 Plus, including a nice pink and purple, and only 2 on the Ultra. Pros hate colors, or something like that. Nah, market studies probably messed with the industry. At least we're gonna have from 128 to 512 gigabytes of RAM, depending on the model chosen. And even better, the Ultra might come with the brightest screen yet, 1600 nits, plus an adaptive refresh rate. Oh yeah, I think all of them will go up to 120 Hz refresh rate, but the Ultra will know when to actually use that special power and when to tone it down to 1 Hz according to some folks. And now, the reason I really can't hate the upcoming S21 series is price. Yep, Samsung has been notorious about its high prices, but this time they are being forced in a corner. For whatever reason, the S21 will supposedly sell like the S20 or cheaper, coming closer to the iPhone 12. That's a relief, guys, and fingers crossed. Now, knowing all of that, are you warming up to the idea of S21? Think it's best to combine Galaxy and Note in one phone? Tell us in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, subscribe and hit the bell button if you want to see more videos like this. See you guys, and Merry Christmas!